Okay, so I wanted to make a little disclaimer. So I don't know how the audio is gonna sound. So hopefully it sounds okay, but yeah, bad editing skills. My bad. Okay, yo, guys, it's me back another freaking video, and today, um, playing this new game called Cursed Blade. It's pretty cool. I enjoy this game so far. um, few things I want to talk about in this video is one, a couple bugs that I have found out, which is mostly what I do in Roblox games. Is I enjoy finding bugs. Um, I've not bought any of the game passes or anything. I never bought one of these, so I've been grinding. Got to level 50 without anything. This is my setup I'm working with right now currently. It's not the best things in the world. I am mainly running a physical damage build, as you can see. Yeah, so let's see, what should I start talking about first? Okay, yeah, let's start with that. So a few bugs. um One bug is if you go to the black market, or blacksmith I meant, um go to forge and say any of these, right? So it starts off with an X. You click it, it gets rid of the X. In my eyes, that shouldn't be how it should look. I don't know. Most of the games I've made don't have that system, whatever you want to call that. I think it's a glitch, like a little bug, very minor. And now this bug is pretty good. Okay, so I'm going to demonstrate the bug and then tell you how it works and how this could be either game breaking and not so game breaking, in like a really bad game developer kind of way. So first let me show you how it works. So as you see, okay, well, I one shot these guys, right? But so if you just hold down your mouse click, your left mouse click button, it will just keep swinging for you, and it'll just, just keep swinging and go towards the creature or the enemy. Now, if you click shift, you dodge. Now you can only dodge twice every 3 seconds is what I've calculated. Um by the way, this game very, very good so far. I genuinely like this game. Um I love it, to be honest. I don't know. The graphics is nice. Um Animations are clean, they're not buggy. I love it. Now let's get back into it. So as you see, I'm holding D right now. As you see, I'm pushing backwards like this. Now let me go up to these guys. Holding S, going backwards, and it pushes me and pulls me towards it like a gravitational pull. Now if you hit and dash, 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 you can dash after you hit, right? Now, but if you combine them, if you just hold this down and click shift, you can go as fast as you possibly want. Now I have macroed the shift click to my mouse, so I'm gonna show you the macro. I'm gonna click it. I'm not clicking anything on my mouse. My hands are in the air. I can walk around. It just does it automatically. Alright, so what I'm showing here is my glorious mouse. system. So I have a glorious Model O 2 wireless. Now if you go to keybinds and you see the macro, it will, so in with the macro, you can macro whatever you want, pretty much, essentially. And my macro, if I edit it, I have a shift click every, not this, not 30. I think I have it at 135 milliseconds. So every 135 milliseconds, it clicks shift, and that goes on. It goes on infinitely. I just have it on toggle. But with that, I can just click a button, this top left mouse button, and it'll do it for me. Okay, so with that being told, on the top left of my mouse, I can just macro it. And as long as I hold my mouse button down to hit, as you see, this is the normal hit, shift hit, normal hit, shift hit. I'm not moving, by the way. As you see, every time I finish an enemy, I'm just going in one direction. Now you can obviously like go as fast as you want. This is my favorite way to move around the map. Doing it, it's just fast, and it's kind of fun watching. But I'll demonstrate it with like a stronger enemy. But yeah, I mean, it's one of the best ways to fight. But now let me talk about like the pros and cons with this bug that I've accumulated out of my knowledge, which I believe it is a bug. I don't believe that they intended to put this into the game. Let's see. So one pro is obviously that it hits faster than this, right? You can hit essentially you can click shift essentially, big word by the way, essentially 135 milliseconds between each click. So you can click shift every 135 milliseconds and it hit. And for you to know that it hits is this red circle that goes around the sword. As long as you see that, it hits, right? Bam, 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 right? And while doing it, you can also use abilities. These ones do not work though, so that's a con. This ability and this ability do not work with it. And neither does the third ability. But let's see if I have okay. Yeah, okay, so this sword here, right? I can do it. I can use this, and I'm still moving. I can use this ability, and I can use this ability. And as you see, I don't know if I'll be able to put that in slow motion because I don't really know what I'm doing here. So obviously, as you see here, it's in slow motion. You can see every time I use an ability, there's a hit. There's another hit. But you can see me move. Look, I'm still moving. I'm still moving forward. Right. And it hits. So I'm still moving forward. Still moving forward. And as you saw when I was in the air, the red circle still happened. Therefore, I'm still hitting while hitting an ability or using an ability. So that's a pro, I'd say. Con, doesn't work with bow. Start the macro, it doesn't do anything, which is fine. The bow's already really OP in general. I mean, this and this, just insane. Also, there is technically a bug with the bow right now, where as I'm holding it down, I get a kill with it. if you look, I'm really slow. I get a kill with it using an ability. Now I'm freely moving around as fast as I want. So I could just walk around like nothing's happening. Unfortunately, you cannot use abilities. I'm clicking right now, Q, F, R. It does not allow you to use an ability while doing this. But in general, it's a good way to have high mobility, high damage, hits really fast. Again, with the macro, without the macro, or shifting in general. Like I can spam shift, it doesn't do anything. But I mean, since the weapons already lock onto things, it's just really good. And like, you know, it's really good. If you have a really good bow, I recommend it. I do definitely recommend it. I think I'll, once I get a little higher level, because there's some builds in this game that can be really crazy, like my power build that I have. If you want to copy it, it's really good. Don't have any down here because I mean I'm only level 50, but if I go back to my weapon, yeah, we're not gonna really get into that now though. I just wanted to point out a fact that builds can be really good in this game. So let me go into a higher level world and then I will show off this bug and glitch in a better sense. Okay, so this map, have no idea what the name is. Unfortunately, I do not remember. But this map is one of my favorite ones to do this on, mainly because it's so open and it automatically locks on. And I'll tell you, this is not a cheat. This is, I do not recommend doing this. I've not used this glitch like many times, only a few times, just to understand it and to make a video on it. I don't know if it's bannable. So I obviously just don't recommend doing it. Yeah, so while we do this, let me talk about some more pros and cons. So a con is that obviously it's possible to get banned. As you see how fast that was crazy, you know? Bam, 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 bam. And with my build that I have, by the way, I regenerate health, right? So I regenerate 3% of my health every kill, and then every kill I get 30 health. As well as every hit, I also get HP back. Therefore, if I just go over here to the boss, right? And this boss does a lot of damage. It takes about a quarter of my health in one hit, so probably around 300, 400 damage. Test it. Okay, more than what I expected. So pretty much a little bit less than 500 damage. But I regenerate almost instantly. So as this is going on, we will talk in the background. Con, you can get banned, possibly. I don't know. I wouldn't recommend testing it out. This could here's a pro. Pro is that this can help you progress very easily and quickly. I was stuck on this one boss for a long time, probably 30 minutes, because I had horrible luck with loot, and I still do. This helped me out a lot, so it is pretty good. What else? Another pro for the developers is they could make a game pass, right, that lets this become an actual thing. And they could say, I mean, you could, like, I don't know, I was going to demonstrate it in like studios, but it's like 1 a.m. right now, so I really didn't want to do that. But knowing that you can dash in the game twice every 3 seconds and holding it down or holding M1 down and then spamming shift, that could be a game pass. It could turn that into a like 899 Robux game pass for the player to pretty much essentially just lock onto things, right? Like, I'm not doing anything and I can just sit here and do nothing, right? And it just does it for me. Yeah, I mean, they could make quite a bit of money in the long run for having that. That's obviously always and only up to them, but it is a good observation. And like idea, I guess. But yeah, I mean, I'd say another con could be like how this only works with the sword. Essentially, it really only works with the sword because of like how the sword is supposed to work, right? More physical damage. Now, if I use a staff technically does work, right? As you see, the slashes. But it's obviously not going to be that good. And you can't use any of the abilities, just like with the bow. I don't recommend using this weapon. It's really not the best. It's okay if it's the build you want to go with, but for now, the staffs aren't exactly the best in the game. But I mean, obviously, I'm saying that in the perspective of my physical damage compared to magic damage. You know, it's a lot different. Because I mean, look, I'm hitting pretty much 1k. Like if I look, so with my Fury, right, it stacks up to 40, and every stack gives 1% more damage for 3 seconds, unless, or well, it decays after 3 seconds. So let me get up to 40 real quick. So now I'm doing 1.4k physical damage, right? So I'll just make sure that doesn't decay. So yeah, I just one tapped all of them, and I'm pretty sure they all have about 2.2 thousand HP. And I think those aren't, though, yeah, they're not legends. So, hey, W level up. See if I can get a legend to spawn. It doesn't look like it. They do not mess with me. I mean, here we go. Axe Guard, level 52. One level above me. Has 109,000 HP, right? Count this. Let's count it. In about 4 seconds. 5. About 10 seconds, I'd say. 15, maybe. 20. Okay, so around 20 to 25 seconds to kill a boss with 108,000 HP with me doing I don't actually know the ratios, but yeah, I mean, it's pretty good. Okay, it's pretty freaking good. So yeah, it's glad I found that, to be honest. Okay, so more of the story here is glitch. Found a glitch, found a bug, wanted to show it off. Have some like ideas on it. I will definitely try and find more, especially because this game's in alpha. um, so it's, you know, it's relatively new. It's been out since January 4th of this year, 2026. Um, so far this game is doing really good. I think it'll get far. Um, the developer team should most definitely look into that idea, not gonna lie. It's a pretty good idea. um, Also, I do like this. I mean, I have horrible luck. Okay, I clicked it too fast. I'm never gonna figure out what I got there. Probably that. Yeah, because I don't think I... Yeah, whatever. Kind of sucks, but... yeah, I mean... Hope you guys enjoy the game. I have, I think, around 8 hours, almost 9 now, into this game, level 50. No game passes. It's not the hardest game to level up in, but it does take some time. Utilize the bug wisely. Most likely it will be patched soon. But don't abuse it, please, obviously. You never want to abuse a glitch or a bug in a game. It makes it no fun. But yeah, it took me about 4 hours to find that bug. So I was already pretty much halfway to my level until I found out. More than halfway. I was probably around a level 30, 35, maybe 40 when I found that bug. And yeah, instantly showed it off. It was pretty funny. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy that this video and gain some insight. Most likely post some more about this game. It's pretty fun. So yeah. Good morning, good night, and deuces.